This piece that you're about to hear is from the Qing Dynasty, and it's very, very rare. The story is very moving, actually. You know that Qing Emperor Dao Guang, his fifth generation grandson, was a great Sanxian player. But because of Cultural Revolution, he couldn't tell people who played the Sanxian. So he made a living by selling some paintings, and he hid throughout the entire revolutionary years, Cultural Revolution, didn't want anyone to know he had knowledge of this repertoire. And this knowledge is so secretive already because the Qing Dynasty court musicians, they were very competitive. They wouldn't want others to know their repertoire. So in order to learn, the musicians known to close all their windows, shut the gates, nobody could come close when they practice, so that they could say to the emperor, only I can play this piece for you, right? So this music was passed down that way. To this last generation Qing direct descendant of the emperor family, his name is Yuhuan. So it was only discovered in the 1980s after the open door policy that there was this great living treasure somewhere hidden in Beijing. And YiZhen's teacher, the great Sanxian player Tan Longjian, she took many years to look for him, and finally in Beijing we call it hutong, the hidden alleys, found Yuhuan. And it was a beautiful story when Tan Longjian finally came to this gentleman who has not touched Sanxian for a good 20, 30 years. Tan Longjian placed her instrument in his hand, and he immediately played the music perfectly. And Tan Longjian said that was the most moving concert you could have ever attended, right? So Tan Longjian, who is a professor at the Central Conservatory, she was my auntie, okay? She saw me grow up all the way. So Tan Longjian took 17 years to study with YiZhen Gao Yuhuan and preserve what is called Xuan Suo Shi San Tao, the 13 suites from the imperial family. Yeah. So what you're going to hear is music heard by the emperor. This is not the kind of music you have heard so far. The music you have heard so far probably could be performed outdoors as entertainment, maybe a little drum, that's all fine. But the music you are going to hear is salon music in the imperial house. Yeah. And this is a kind of a very special thing. Just imagine that you are in a very intimate kind of surrounding with close friends, just a few people in the audience. Usually it's very leisurely, maybe some tea, maybe some. And I want to read you what YiZhen Gao Yuhuan, this great master himself, said about playing this piece. I can never come up with something like that. He said, playing this piece, Songqing, is like enjoying an iced persimmon on a hot summer day. I have no idea what iced persimmon tastes like, but it must be very good. Refreshing, pleasant, and deeply satisfying. So let me see if I can show you YiZhen Gao Yuhuan's picture. If I can manage to get this to work. Okay, this is the score. So it was documented that the 13 suites of imperial music was cataloged and written and published in the 1800s. But as I said earlier, you have to know how to write it. So on the left side, there is a family tree telling you the Emperor Dao Guang and how it passed down to YiZhen Gao Yuhuan. And on the right side is YiZhen Gao Yuhuan's beautiful calligraphy. After 17 years of work with Professor Tan Longjian, they finally published this collection. And YiZhen Gao, like many of the YiZhen Gao imperial family people, they're all very good calligraphers. And that's his own handwriting. Yes, that's YiZhen's teacher, Tan Longjian, my auntie on the left side, and the great YiZhen Gao Yuhuan on the right side. And this is a photo, after many years that he couldn't be anywhere close to his beloved instrument. And now he can finally resurrect that magic for us. Okay, let's enjoy this piece. Much. Congratulations, you all had a taste of what it is like to be an emperor.